DDP Khamzat. I always bet against DDP. I'm like, yeah, he's going to lose this one. And he always wins. So I'm not doing it anymore. I don't know how it goes, but DDP brings something to the table that no one else brings. I don't know what that is, but he keeps winning, and he keeps winning really, really well. So I'm going to say that I'm going to back DDP and say that he's going to win. I don't know how he's going to win, what he's going to do, but I think he's going to win.
But if they book these guys today, I believe that Khamzat Chimaev will be the favorite. He will be the favorite on most scorecards if they put him and Dricus Du Plessis matched up right now. That is how good he's looked in every fight.
Man, if anyone's gonna match Khamzat's strength and power, it's gonna be DDP. But still, I think they're gonna have to weather the storm. They're gonna have to weather that first 5-10 minutes and not get their face cranked off to be able to get the dub. So that's the big question. Can they last the first 5-10 minutes? Because if you get into that 4th, 5th round, I think DDP is gonna be there and he's gonna have the cardio to push.
Now, I think that if he was able to survive the first 15 minutes against someone like Chimaev, then I would, start betting heavily on Dricus Du Plessis. But to survive 15 minutes against that kind of style in Chimaev would be very difficult for Dricus. But, man, I mean, the guy's been perfect, from what we've seen in the UFC, and he's definitely a problem. But Chimaev would be the favorite for me.
Dude, DDP... We've said it before. There's not. He even said it. Is there a method to his madness? Not really, but he finds ways to win. Also, how about this? Khamzat could end up beating DDP, and then there's the Bo Nickel factor, which he's still far away. We don't really know where that is, but you would at least think like he's got something for him in that department. However, Chimaev has got big power as well, but he's eventually going to find someone who can take him past the 3rd round, and what that looks like is honestly anybody's guess.
I agree. And let's not forget that there's a lot of money being poured in right now from the Middle East to have top level fighters and have them present themselves, to be on these high up on the pay-per-views or, high up on main card, whatever it is. And there's a reason why. I mean, and he can perform, man. He can perform. I just want to see him get tested in that 3rd, 4th, 5th round in a title fight in a 5 round.
To be on your back against Chimaev is a nightmare for anyone in that division. And that's the thing. It's like whether he decides to stay on the feet or decides to grapple you, he's exciting to watch. He's nonstop trying to destroy you. And I don't know a whole lot of people that can crush someone's teeth or jaw with the rear naked choke. It's like, oh, well, he's trying to choke you. Just protect your chin, protect your neck. Just like drop your chin. Okay, do that against Chimaev. You're going to get your, teeth literally caved in.
Well, that's a great matchup because, I just think we have to see Khamzat in the 4th and 5th rounds, right? But hopefully for him, it never gets there. But, that first round is the pivotal round for everything, because Dricus seems to always have a lot of energy at the end, and he's a grinder. Stylistically, I think makes for a really great match. I'd love to see that fight.
And Du Plessis has this ability to pull the rabbit out of the hat from so many different situations. He's got knockout power. He's got a good takedown game. He's got a good ground game. His conditioning is on point all the time. He's extremely big and strong for the division. He has a lot of things going for him. But, I think he does his best work in the clinch and with his grappling, and that's where Chimaev tends to thrive.
I think 100% he can take Dricus down. Can he keep him down? I think he can keep him down, but
really,
can he get the finish? I don't know if he can get the finish because Dricus is very, very tough. There's a reason Dricus is the champ. He's very tough, and Dricus will not stop trying.
DDP's so shit. He's so good. Would you agree with that? He's so shit that he's so good. Like everything he does is wrong, but just wins fights. I just don't see how DDP stops this unstoppable force like Khamzat.
I don't know anybody that's going to win the first round against that guy. Mm-hmm. In the middleweight division, stand by. I don't think there is anyone. Now, if it gets into later rounds, we've seen a different guy. We've seen that he does slow down, but you got to make it through the first round.
Fine. So stylistically, I think, especially the opening rounds, the first 2 rounds, it's going to be fireworks. I think it's going to be two absolute warriors in there, 2 bulls. And seeing who backs down first, but once it goes past round 2, if it goes past round 2, it's going to be smooth sailing. Khamzat, you think you're strong, you think you're powerful, you have not felt anything. And I can't wait till I see it on his face, because I see it on every single person I fight's face. When they realize, oh shit, that's the message.
And I don't know if this is a vocal minority or what, but the overwhelming majority of the people that we polled, when probed to give an early handicap on a possible middleweight title defense for Dricus Du Plessis against Khamzat Chimaev, overwhelmingly north of 70% like Khamzat Chimaev. Now, he may very well be the betting favorite, but Dricus Du Plessis is half man, half amazing. So let's not put it past him.
I don't know, but 14-year-old, it's only me. Khamzat Chimaev. So first round, last round, second round, first, second, first meal. What's the matter with that? You win.
There's so many things going on right now. So many, just from a standpoint of making things happen. You know, I know Khamzat has some travel restrictions, but I don't know too much on that. Where do you do this? Where does it make the most sense? When do you do it? Because I don't want to sit out for too long. But yeah, at this stage, I don't have anything concrete that I can give you. But whatever it is, I hope it comes up next. You know, it's going to be in a stylistic form. You see Khamzat, he backs people up. I don't back up. And Khamzat being strong, and that's what I said with Whittaker after fighting him. His power wasn't something that I noticed when we fought, but when Khamzat fights, you can see he is strong against his opponents. But then you look at a guy like Gilbert Burns, you look at a guy like Kamaru Usman in a lighter weight division that went out there and they fought him. They didn't defend his wrestling. They wrestled him back. They fought him, and that's, you know, when I fight, I don't know how to, you know, back up. I'm gonna go out there and fight you. And we've seen this with Khamzat, you know, slowing down after the first round and a half. And I think that is because he uses so much power. He has the wrestling technique, of course, but he uses his strength as a weapon. And in this case, he has a gun and I have a tank when it comes to the strength. There's not a middleweight that's going to overpower me. It's not going to happen.
I did tell you.
Gosh, I mean, that's a tremendous fight. That's a tremendous fight. It'd be a huge fight. And for Dricus, who's the champ, it's like, you want to get these money fights. These fights do not happen very often, and you want to maximize your opportunities here. And I think that's exactly why DDP responded with that.
I think so too, because DDP ain't getting away with that sloppiness. Well, I would imagine the grappling will be closer because he is very, very strong. But if he gets a clean takedown like he did like that, good luck, DDP. I don't know.
This is not. Everyone thought, oh yeah, you just get past round 2 and 3, and then you'll beat him in the later rounds. And I'm like, first and foremost, the same thing Francis said at one point. Before you get to round 2, 3, and 4, you got to get past round 1. And Khamzat Chimaev, try on your back round 1 is not easy to get off. It's not easy to get off.
Who's going to drag him into the deeper water so we can see if he can perform? Look, if you guys want to fight him for the title, have at it. It doesn't bother me at all. Like, it doesn't. I'm actually kind of encouraged to see him and DDP fight. That'd be a great fight.
Yeah.
DDP's gonna have to stop his takedowns. We've seen DDP get tired. But what we've also seen is Khamzat's been able to bully people around with his wrestling, and he's a big guy for 185 also.
What do you think, guys? How I done with this guy, Rob? How he done? Rob took him down. So if Rob took him down, so there is salam alaikum.